In this video, we will talk about UClass. In short, the purpose of the UClass macro is that it gets recognized by the Unreal Engine object system. So basically that the class can interact with the engine. What you can also do with macros, similar to normal functions, is that you can pass further information to them, the so-called specifiers. Now we will look at some of them. But I also will put a link to a list of the available specifiers for the UClass macro into the description. So let's get started with blueprintable. Let's say you create a new custom scene component in C++ and now you want to extend it through blueprints. However, if your class macro is empty like this, you will see that you cannot base your blueprints on our newly created class. To fix that, you have to add the blueprintable specifier to your UClass macro, and then you will be able to see your class when selecting the parent class for your blueprint. If you specifically don't want it, you can also write the non-blueprintable specifier, but this, as you can see, is also the default. Next, we have blueprint type. For example, you spawn an instance of your new class in blueprint, and then you want to store this new instance as a blueprint variable. If you want to do this, so basically storing information about a C++ class as a variable inside a blueprint, then you have to use blueprint type, and then you can see that you can declare a new variable of this type in your blueprints. Additionally to those normal specifiers, you can also provide meta specifiers. Meta specifiers also give additional information, and you have to write meta equals and then parentheses, and then you can put the meta specifiers inside the parentheses. So, for example, if we want to be able to attach our custom component to our actors in Blueprint, we have to add the blueprint spawnable component meta specifier like this. And then you will see that your component appears in the menu where you can add your custom components to your actors. If you are not satisfied with the name that gets used to display your custom component, you can also change the display name by providing a custom name with the display name specifier. Then you can see that, for example, the name of our component got adjusted in the menu to the value that we have provided. If you want to provide further information about the purpose of a class, you can use the tooltip specifier and provide a string value that gives a hint about the purpose of this object. And then you can see when hovering over instances of the class, you will get a hint about its functionality. Lastly, when you say in, for example, your component C++ class that a component should not tick, you can also add a child cannot tick meta specifier to your UClass macro. This basically prevents blueprints of this class to ever tick, since you decided that this is not necessary and shouldn't be allowed. Overall, you can see that the UClass macro offers a lot of functionality to adjust the experience of using this class in blueprints. And like mentioned, these were just some examples of useful specifiers. If you want to explore all possible specifiers, then you should check out the first link in the description. But like always, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. Otherwise, see you next time.